Hello, class. Welcome to another great week in ITEC 4205. I am glad you're here. I want to talk to you a little bit about this week's content. The star of the show, and not necessarily in a good way, is the Communications Decency Act of 1996. Despite the fact that this is a moldy, oldie law that was originally created for the cable companies back in the day, it affects you and your scrolling every single day. Today, you have no recourse if something happens on Facebook or something happens on your favorite platform, unless you can prove that it violates the Communications Decency Act. Even if you do show that, based on the Communications Decency Act, it removes those social media companies from having any kind of liability. And so, for instance, sometimes there have been live stream crimes that have happened on platforms. There have been people who have been recruited for ISIS. There have been all kinds of things. And yet, the courts have said the Communications Decency Act of 1996 continues to protect big, huge social media companies such as um, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, things. What it doesn't do is protect you when it comes to foreign apps such as TikTok. And that's never been challenged in a large class action suit in the courts. So we're waiting to see what happens with TikTok and how that plays out. So if you've got to sign that one, then I hope that you'll make the time to look at the latest happenings with the Communications Decency Act because it's very important in the way that we live our lives today. The second one that's very important for you as an IT leader is the fact that the Americans with Disabilities Act is relevant for you. Whether you're writing code, you're making a web application, or you are helping others in terms of being able to access technology, the ADA is incredibly important. And so that's a great opportunity to explore that. Sales tax, why is that relevant? Well, it's been a big deal. It's been almost 2 decades of trying to fight for who gets responsibility for when a purchase gets made outside of a specific state or when somebody is in a specific state and they're actually making a purchase online. So, you're going to find that interesting because there's some relevant case law that's pretty current. And then, if you're in technology, you need to know about non disclosure agreements. If you decide to leave one company and go to another one, is there going to be an NDA that you signed along the way? Or is there going to be a non compete clause or other things that you might need to know about? So, those are important. Here's what's different about this week. Please note that your last name is sitting beside an assigned discussion post. So don't wait until the last minute because you actually can't just choose the one you want. You're going to have an assigned one. What does that do for us? Well, it's not group work. What it does is it makes certain that every one of our topics this week gets covered, and it makes certain that not all of the discussion posts are about one particular area. So look for your name. If you don't see it, then please let me know, and I will make certain that you get assigned a